Good morning, traders, and this is your DAX day trade setup for today. So pretty much a similar picture to the Dow Jones. Had a nice green bar on Monday, which opened on its low, closed on its high, sort of in this area of resistance. And then we've got a gap up and closed down below, red range bar, and that is also, you can also actually see that as a shooting star. Not quite a big enough gap there, but doesn't matter. In my view, that is an indecision bar on the daily at a level, and that is significant. Okay, so in other words, I'd be reluctant to be looking for longs here, and more than likely go sideways or retrace. Okay, so if we just look at the 3-hour, this confusion just continues. There's nothing. You can see we had this rejection bar here. We'll actually look at that on the hour. It was lots of indecision on the hour, which should keep you out of markets completely. Okay, but anyway, let's just get this level in. So there's my inside tails there. You can see we use it as resistance here, resistance, try to get above it, and have we used it as support? That is the question at the moment. Okay, so this could very well be a consolidation breakout, and we are going to get an acceleration. But for now, the way I'm seeing this is a massive cup and handle. Here's your cup, there's your handle, inverted cup and handle. We have we broken through the level? That's the one level I'm looking for. The other level is pretty much where price is right now, which is around there. So have we broken through that level? We did gap above it. We've come back to test it. So logic would dictate that price has gone above. The buyers have waited for the pullback and then got back in. I'm not entirely convinced. So pretty similar to the Dow Jones at the moment, actually. Okay, so let's look at this from an hour perspective and just have a look at yesterday. So there was your first concern. We had that pin bar, then you had another pin bar. Okay, so if you were looking to short, that would have been your signal to say, hang on a second, something's not lacquer, as we say in South Africa, and I need to look at shorting this. Okay, and then it did short, come down, past the gap close, and pretty much tried to tag a level and failed. Okay, so the trend is still up, and this has tested the moving average, as you can see here. So we've been up and below the moving average so many times, and now we've tested it. So there is a probability here of it moving to the upside, or alternatively, there is another probability of it continuing to the downside. It started a trend line here, come up to test it, test the previous break, and then move down. Okay, so for me, I think pretty much the same scenario as the Dow Jones, and what I'm going to do is just take emotion out of this completely. I'm not going to bother trading this until the following structure gets tagged. So you can see the 61.8 is down here. Okay, there's a lot of support in that area, and there's a bit of a gap to the downside here. So that is the only area that I'm going to be interested in buying into this. Not really interested in selling at all, and I'll explain now why. Well, it's pretty easy to explain. My success rate is 85% buying only on these indexes right now, so we'll stay that way. But the trend is up. We're above the moving average here on the daily. Trend is up. This is a consolidation pattern. It's a big consolidation pattern. And there's your triangle, flat top triangle that has formed. So there's a lot of momentum to the upside, although recently has been going sideways. It doesn't really matter. The trend is up, so you're looking for opportunities to buy. So if you look at this on the daily, that makes sense as well. It does come back down. We've broken up, come back down into this area of 12852 and 12800, and then I'll be looking to buy. Okay, I hope that makes sense to everybody. But for as long as we're mucking around like this, I want to see a decent bit of structure forming. This is not structure. Okay, this is really confusion at the moment. And what you're going to find is you're going to find people are going to be buying, but they're going to be buying off every single little level here. So they'll buy off this kind of area, and then price will move below. They won't sell. They'll keep, and they'll scale in as they get down into this area. I don't have that appetite. So until we get down to the bottom here, I'm going to stay out of this. Okay. So unless some catalyst happens, if we get some kind of a catalyst coming through that dictates we need to be buying, then we'll be buying. But this, if you buy on the break, so if you bought the break of this area here, your stop would have been pretty close to triggered, or you would have panicked and got out anyway. So that's just a sign of confusion. So for me, sitting on my hands until we get a decent pullback, or alternatively we get some proper structure. And proper structure is going to be let's just get the 4 hour. It's going to be a break out of this consolidation pattern properly. It may be starting. If you look at the 4 hour, moving average is now up. So it may very well be starting. But if price does come back down, yeah, I'm looking to buy. That's the only area right now I'm looking to buy. I'm not looking to buy in this area at all. Okay. So I hope it makes sense. I just really don't want to get myself into a position where I am second guessing it and trying to jump in all over the place and then having to manage trades. So for me, I'd rather sit on the sideline, wait for the structure and then get in. I think there's been enough opportunity on S&P this week that has been pretty successful. Anyway, enough rambling. We'll catch up with you later. I hope that helps you somewhat. Cheers for now.